Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. It's Pune and Cass here again. Following on from our Instagram live conversation on all things interoperability, we have received a few questions around digital certificates and what they're all about and what they mean for the practitioners. So today I'm joined by the wonderful Cassandra Humphreys, our product experience manager from Queensland, to answer all these questions that we have received. So Cass, welcome.
Glad to be here, Panay, and I'm looking forward to answering some of those questions about digital certificates.
Brilliant. So why don't we start with a clear definition of exactly what digital certificates are, Cass?
Sure. So certificates are a type of encrypted digital signing technology used for the signing of legal documents that are a part of a conveyancing transaction, such as land registry documents and financial settlement statement documents. These digital certificates are most commonly stored on a USB token or a dongle that is inserted into the computer when signing and prompts the signer to enter a dedicated PIN. Using this technology, the parties to the transaction can be assured that the execution is authentic. To obtain a digital certificate, a formal application to the certification authority approved by the Australian Government Digital Transformation Agency, or the DTA, has to be completed. And this application includes a verification of identity, so like a VOI that practitioners would do on their clients. And that VOI is done on the certificate holder, and there's also some forms to be completed and a fee payable. But in essence, your digital certificate is your electronic identity within an LNO, basically.
Why are digital certificates something that practitioners should be thinking about at this juncture?
Well, there's something that we often don't think about very often as practitioners, and it's because, you know, it's kind of all taken care of in terms of that USB, and we did it at the start of the very onboarding onto an ELN. But as interoperability inches closer, and it's really important to start to consider the day-to-day practicalities, and to achieve a streamlined user experience. Those kind of practicalities need to be straightforward. So eConveyancing professionals are able to use their digital certificate with, I think they should be able to use the digital certificate with the provider that they choose. And I think that's something they need to start thinking about. So currently a different certificate application process and fee, as well as a different USB token is required for each ELN. And many current users of electronic conveyancing have certificates closed for use only on the incumbent ELN. For signers of documents in the platform, of which there can be multiple in a conveyancing practice, this means managing, maintaining and paying for two separate processes, when it is entirely possible that they could only be required to pay for one. Certificate holders would also need to remember two passwords, expiry dates, and enter two different USB tokens. Some recent feedback from some practitioners I've been chatting to has been that they don't wish to pay for or manage two certificates. They wish to have one, and one single password and a single dongle. So they've also basically hadn't really considered this issue in any kind of great detail prior to me raising it with them. And they kind of thought that interoperability might just solve for it. But look, Sympli is doing its best to ensure that this process is as easy as possible for its users, and we can't do it alone. So we really need practitioners, industry stakeholders and lawmakers to kind of work towards changing the regulations to allow LNOs to support open certificates.
So what can practitioners be doing more to help ensure that this process is a bit more streamlined and simplified?
So I think practitioners can be raising their concerns about needing multiple certificates to their peak industry body within their jurisdiction, and ask for change to the model operating requirements. It's really important that everyone is made aware of such practical difficulties, and the fact that they to be able to shine light really on this critical topic. So we will continue to raise our concerns at industry forums, and we do know that reform can take time, and in the meantime there is an open certificate provider that's available for use on ELNs called DigiCert. They issue a digital certificate supported by both ELNs. To ensure that you can utilize interoperability as soon as it becomes available, you may choose to obtain that certificate at your next renewal so that you are ready for mid-2023 when interoperable transactions are being rolled out.
Brilliant. There you have it, our friends. All things you need to know about digital certificates, DigiCert as the entity to go to for your open certificates. And if you need any more information or clarification, please reach out. We'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Cass, once again, thank you so much for spending some time with us and providing some insights on this really important topic as we work our way through interoperability and making, things easy and efficient for the practitioners in the industry. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks, Cass.